What is it about the act of learning that makes it so vital to our existence? What happens when we peel back the layers of this complex process, examining its intricacies and mechanisms? Is it possible that we, as humans, share more in common with artificial intelligence than we might think when it comes to learning? Within the realm of learning, there are two key components: consciousness and cognition. In humans, consciousness is the awareness of our surroundings and ourselves, guiding us in our decision-making processes. Cognition, on the other hand, is the mental action or process of acquiring knowledge and understanding through thought, experience, and the senses. Now consider the world of artificial intelligence. Much like humans, AI operates on a system of learning, albeit a more mechanical one. AI is trained on specific tasks using abundant data, allowing it to detect patterns and carry out tasks. In this scenario, the role of consciousness is played by us, humans. We determine the tasks and assess the performance of the AI. The AI, meanwhile, takes on the role of cognition, generalizing patterns and figuring out computational processes. Consider the process of training an AI to perform a specific task, such as operating a chatbot. The AI is given an input prompt. It then computes and generates an output. The output's correctness is gauged, and the AI computation is updated to align with the correct output. Interestingly, humans learn in a somewhat similar fashion. Imagine wanting to learn how to cycle. This desire is your consciousness in action, choosing the task of learning to cycle. Your cognition or brain then takes over. You engage with the bicycle, attempting to ride it. You assess whether your actions are producing the desired result, and then adjust your technique accordingly. While these examples are simplified, they highlight the fundamental similarities between human and AI learning processes. However, complexities can arise when the data used for learning is incorrect or biased. If an AI is trained on such data without the conscious recognition of these issues, it could learn incorrect computations, producing unrelated texts, or even adopting racial or gender biases. This necessitates bias correction, a process that is both time-consuming and computationally intensive. The same holds true for human learning. If we absorb information without conscious effort to discern its accuracy or biases, we risk learning incorrect or harmful information. Correcting these learned biases is a challenging process, requiring time, effort, and conscious intent. In conclusion, the process of learning, whether in humans or AI, is a complex and fascinating journey. It's a delicate dance between consciousness and cognition, a process that is continually evolving and adapting. It's a testament to our desire to grow, to understand, and to interact with the world around us. Whether it's a human brain or an artificial system, the quest for knowledge is a fundamental part of our existence. Let's add one more complexity to the system. Let's say we can currently train more than one task on the same system without computation resources being decoupled. What will happen then, you may ask? Well, let's consider this scenario. Imagine we are also training the system to generate the lyrics of some songs while training it to be a chatbot. Intriguingly, you'll start to notice that the chatbot begins to communicate poetically. As we are training on two tasks at once, it takes longer to train. The system becomes a poetic chatbot, a fusion of two distinct tasks. This phenomenon isn't just limited to AI systems. A similar thing happens to us humans. When we are learning something and are not consciously focused, we might learn more than we intended. Coupling two or more things together, this can result in a lack of focus or a longer learning period. For instance, if we constantly keep our minds too much on entertainment, it couples everything with entertainment and it keeps dragging us towards it. As a result, we have to consciously put extra effort to focus to learn something meaningful. It's like we're on a longer training period on unnecessary stuff than necessary stuff. That means we have to first do the unlearning and then start learning. Longer training results in stronger neural connections, so longer wrong training will require longer corrective training to break the stronger neural computation connections. In essence, multitasking in learning can be a double-edged sword. It can lead to fascinating combinations and innovative solutions, but it can also lead to confusion, lack of focus, and a need for more extensive retraining. Let's understand it further from the spectral point of view. The AI system is kind of like a filter that learns filtering parameters to pass certain input frequencies that give us the expected output frequency. If we aren't careful enough, the AI system will yield a noisy filter. Think of it like a radio tuner. It's akin to learning variable RLC parameters to tune the resonance frequency to the desired receiver frequency. If not done correctly, we end up with static or the wrong station. A more tangible example could be a physical oscillating system. For instance, a spring attached to a mass. It has its natural frequency decided by the attached mass and the spring's constant. The learning process can be understood as tuning the mass or the spring constant to change its natural frequency so that the system can resonate at the desired frequency. This analogy can give us a deeper understanding of how careful we need to be when training our AI system and ourselves. If we don't tune our learning correctly, we might end up resonating at the wrong frequency, leading to poor performance or misinformation. Just like how a radio needs to be carefully tuned to get the right station, or a spring system needs to be adjusted to resonate at the right frequency, our learning process, whether it's an AI system or a human brain, needs to be carefully calibrated to ensure we're learning the right things in the right way. Does this example resonate with you? Let's refocus on our journey of learning. This journey spans across our lifetime, and at any given moment, we possess a distinctive version, or sanskaran, of our mental state. At times, this might not align with our desired state, but our continuous effort is towards refining it. So how can we tailor our learning process to be more focused and sorted? Where does meditation fit into this equation? Neuroscientist Dr. Richard Davidson from the University of Wisconsin investigated these queries by measuring the brain waves of a monk in a meditative state. His findings revealed the presence of gamma waves, which ordinarily have a short lifespan and low amplitude in a non-meditative human being. However, in the mind of a meditative monk, these waves persevered for minutes, exhibited higher amplitude, and could be discerned without any data processing. The intensity of these gamma waves is associated with heightened attention, understanding, stability, and tranquility. This can be compared to the highly synchronized oscillations of a high-frequency clock in a computing machine, or a high-frequency signal. A high-frequency signal can potentially convey an abundance of information, and a synchronized high-frequency clock would result in a more efficient computing machine, as compared to a low-frequency, unsynchronized clock. Therefore, just as a superior computing and communication device can rapidly process a wealth of information, meditation similarly amplifies our mental capabilities. Drawing an analogy, you could say that Dr. Davidson's brainwave measuring device resonated with the meditating monk's brainwaves, allowing detection without data processing. As in a physical oscillating system, achieving such a high level of frequency requires a smaller weight, a high spring constant, and minimal damping. Similarly, for the human brain, we need to regularize the weights of our neural network, fortify the right connections, and heighten concentration through meditation. To accomplish this, first need to recognize our current state. This is akin to system identification, a topic we previously discussed. This is where the eigenoperator and eigenoperation of meditation with Brahmgyan come into play, which we have detailed in a prior video. It has also been observed that individuals working on a shared task in a group display similar brain activity. Hence, by meditating in a group, participants can synchronize their brain activity or diverge by linking up with different groups. As such, meditation with Brahmgyan assists us in organizing our thoughts, crafting a suitable learning path to address our life challenges, establish goals, and devise plans through self-realization and self-identification. It encourages us to align ourselves with the right ideas and thoughts to attain our goals and reach our targets.